What's going on, guys? So today I'm gonna do the inevitable YouTuber what's in my blind bag video, so stay tuned. Hey guys, so here it is in North Alabama, first half of July. I don't know, about 110 plus degree heat index today. I got a Boston butt on the pellet grill about 10 feet in front of me. So I feel like it's a perfect time, nice weather to do a video about, hey, duck hunting, what's in my blind bag. So just gonna go over a couple things, just cleaning out stuff. I had my blind bag. I put a couple things in here that I usually have back in there just for this video. So I thought, hey, I'd open it up and go from there. First of all, what is my blind bag? So it is the Heaton Outdoors blind bag, pretty simple. It's the only one they got. I've used it for a couple seasons now. It's in Max 5. That's the only pattern they got. So, that's about all there is to that. So just here on top, first of all, what I normally carry with me. So most of the time when I have this blind bag with me, I'm hunting fields or pits in Arkansas. It does go with me when I'm hunting timber here in Alabama or public lands also, but I repack it and do things differently for it. So kind of what I'm showing you today is the main setup for how it is in Arkansas. So first of all, I got this Orca cooler. It was a gift my wife got me for my birthday or Christmas one year. And usually this is my bouillon. So usually we got 5, 10, 8 guys hunt together. And always make bouillon for everybody, warm on those cold mornings. So usually I fill that up. Make it the night before, go ahead and fill it up, seal it, vacuum seal, that heat kind of seals it back up. Next morning it's still steaming, popping home. Also, probably the number one essential after guns and bullets, the old Stanley belt line. Again, gotta have coffee. I drink it black because I'm a man. Unlike some of y'all. No, seriously, I just like black coffee. Years in the Army and the infantry, it's the easiest thing to do. So hey, I get this going. Same thing, I make it the night before, and then fill it up, seal it up, and by next morning it's good to go all day long. So we sit for a long time. We'll sit there till we get our limit or for most of the day. So just like the Orca cooler, fill it up, we sip on it all day long. All right, so this bag has a back pocket. So let's go ahead and unzip it and see what's in there. Choke tubes. So this is a choke tube case. This bag does have choke tube slots in it, but I have multiple tubes depending on which gun I'm using and brand gun and caliber. So this one goes for my V3. So in all my choke tube cases, I got a wrench, a little grease. Most time I'm just modified, crude or modified, but sometimes I do go full choke. So it just depends. I'll swap it up depending on how I'm hunting. And so whenever I grab a gun, I grab the appropriate choke tube case that I have for that gun. Next, Duke Cannon hand lotion. I know it, but I don't wear gloves hardly ever. And so I always keep this in there. We pass it around. You think, it's kind of, what, but hey, as soon as I bust this out, I have to pass it around like it's a can of dip. Everybody wants some of it. So I just rub that on there, keep my knuckles from busting. Rim oil wipes. I like rim oil for cold weather. It seems like it's the best not to freeze up, gel up, and not get too bad. So, but instead of actually just carrying spray lubricants like that, I just keep a couple of wipes in my bag. They're individually sealed. If you do need to tear one down, wipe it off, get the bolt head clean, something. These are here usually do the trick. Shot cam tool. So I'm all the time changing my shot cam from one gun to the other. This is the tool that comes with the kit, and I utilize it to make it go from one gun to another. Cool little trick on that, I'll show you here in a second, but the shot cam is set from where you have it on your gun. So what I do is wherever the gun of the bead is, I change it from gun to gun to gun so I don't have to re-zero it. So all I'll do is I'll actually grab around the barrel of the gun, the shotgun all the way up to the bead, and then I mount the shot cam behind that. I do that for every gun that I have when I move that shot cam around, and it usually stays pretty close on point. So that's just a little tip for that. All right, next, let's open it up. In here, let's see, last time I was hunting, I had a little bit of that COVID cough. There's some cough drops still in there. What's not in here, which usually is in here, is some kind of wipes. and a little gas station pack of Imodium or two. I mean, because it happens, guys. Sometimes the stomach starts rolling, you gotta go, or either you can't go and you need to go take a little something to try to help alleviate some of that stress. That's what's usually in there, but obviously I've used it, so it's not in there right now. So let's get this open. All right, here on top, I got some Momarsh danglers. I keep a couple of these in the blind, 4 straps in them green. I'm just kidding, we shoot it all. But I usually pass these down, we get them hanging, got a little hook, you can keep them hanging, good for photos, and all that good stuff. Little clip, these carabiners are great. I have multiple things like this I use for hanging the bag on the blind, bag on a tree, just whatever, danglers. This is an older Momarsh dangler. They don't actually sell this anymore, but it's actually probably one of my favorites. So the legs go in there, just got these slip knots, and you just hang them in there. That's probably the one I use most of the time right now. Let's see, shot cam. This is what I was talking about earlier. This is the quick release. That's for my 28 gauge. That's the 12 gauge mount. I got the other piece in there. Just FYI, the 12 gauge will fit 12 gauge and 20 gauge. But when you step down to something smaller, you got to utilize that. So 28 gauge mount I keep in there. I use that tool I showed you, and I just do the trick where I just measure it with my fist from the V to the shotgun, back to the V to the shotgun. And it's pretty much on point. So pretty cool deal. Last year was my first year using shot cam. I did a couple podcasts with those guys and gals. So check it out. I mean, it's just pretty neat. It took me a little while to figure out how to sync it and get the calibration just right, because I had it where I had it set to where it would stay on for too long, and you'd shoot, and then you get video of it just sitting in the sky for too long. So I made some adjustments, changed the time frame and the calibration, and then once I was done with that, I was able to go and use it better like it's supposed to be. Headlamp. So this is one of those pre-LED headlamps. Plug it in, charge it up. This is my second one in probably 4 years. Dude, I love these things. They just keep getting better and better. They're relatively inexpensive. You can buy them off Amazon, where I got this one. Come with chargers, get you 2 or 3 of them. I got car chargers. I keep them plugged up all the time. This probably still got some juice on it. Yep. So it does pretty good. But these things, I think this one's 2,000 lumens. It's super bright. Hook. I use this hook right here for hanging my blind bag in the pit or on a shelf somewhere. So I utilize that just to get it out of the way. Or I got a couple other things I use, but sometimes we have my son's with me, or I got the dog over there. I got a Mr. Buddy heater. You can actually use one of these and hang it on the pit itself, and it'll keep it flush against the wall and keep it tilted right. We can actually run the heater in front of you, that being on the ground or in a chair. I stick it near my dog sometimes, help her dry off. Next, Sport Dog 1825 and the appropriate collar that goes with it. This is what I use hunting every day. Sport Dog, I've used them since day one. They have sent me products in the past. They didn't send me this one. I own this one. I bought it when I first got Ava years ago, and it's lasted that long. I have cut the collar a little bit, the flat collar, and it's got the clip that goes on my lanyard for my calls. So I actually wear it with my lanyard, which will be in here somewhere. But guys, even if your dog knows everything, this is just a safety tool. We hunt a lot of open fields. We hunt some places that are close to some highways that the dog goes chasing a triple speck out there somewhere. And this right here is definitely, very important to have in case you need it. It's a lifeline, it's a safety. Put it on my dog breaks, she's dead. And they last a long time. Sunglasses, you saw my sunglasses here. I just keep them in the case. Razor brake lines. I've been working with brake lines for a couple years now, and they did send me these glasses, but they're just a great company, Cleveland, and those guys, they make a great product, so I like them. Speaking of lanyards, Duck Creek lanyards. Now listen, I know that's a lot, and what can I say? I like them. So this is my normal kind of setup for hunting in Arkansas. I'll go ahead and move this out of the way so you can see a little bit. This is my normal setup right here. A couple duck calls, mallard hens, teal call, speck call, snow goose, whistle, dog whistle, heater remote. Me and Duck Creek Lanyard designed this together. We grew it up on a couple pages and tested some things out. Here's my remote clips on there as well. The dog collar. And guys, this to me is like a one-stop shop. Now, of course, when I'm hunting in Alabama, all we got gadwalls, mallards, wood ducks, ringnecks. I don't wear all this. But what I normally do is I just clip everything off, put it in my bag or put it in the console of my truck, and then I still have the calls I need. So these, check them out. These are all power calls. So, I like them. That one's one of those, that's the carbon with the titanium guts. And here's just one of their plastic calls. J-Brand. So, need a little practice on that one. Spec call, sounds good. Guys, you just can't go wrong. Design what you want. Some guys like them all, you know, a little neater than that. I think to me this is pretty neat as far as organized wise. Of course, you got the finisher on there. Take off what you don't need. Some guys hunt with just one call. I keep extra calls in my truck in case one of these go bad and they get wet or something, but I definitely like having a variety. Next, gloves. I know I said I didn't wear gloves much, but I do have some with me. These are the Cabela's Insulated Decoy gloves. And that's really about the only time I wear these, either when I'm out there forward riding or range riding and picking up decoys, moving decoys, adjusting decoys. That'd be when I use these. In the pit, like I said, usually got a little Mr. Buddy heater, something in there. I always got all the insulated pockets and stuff in my glove and my waders. My jackets all have the pockets that are insulated in there. I keep hand warmers by the handful in my bag usually. That's another thing I don't have in here right now. So that's something I always have these, but they don't get used a whole lot. I always keep them in there. Next in here, face mask. Hey guys, you gotta have some kind of face mask or face paint in there with you. I don't wear it all the time, especially if I'm under really good coverage. But sometimes them birds start seeing you. You can tell they're seeing you between the brush, between the blind, or whatever. There's nothing wrong with putting a face mask on. Plus, it gets cold, cover it up. This is one of my Habo face mask in Max 5. I think it's Max 5. Looks like it's Max 5. But anyways, this was face mask, neck gaiter. I always have one of these with me, or a neck gaiter. Something that I can keep myself a little warm and also pull up and get myself going. If I put this on right now, I'm probably gonna pass out, so I ain't gonna do that. Next, what we got? I still got some shells in here, so yep, and yeah. So these are the last two shells that I was using. I shot specifically nothing but Boss and Heavy Shot brand. This whole season I called it the No Still Shot Challenge. So all I did was shoot the copper plated Boss, or only the Heavy 12. I didn't even shoot the Heavy Bismuth or the Heavy Hammer. I do have Heavy Bismuth and Heavy Hammer, and I've used it in the past, and Heavy Metal. But these are what I've exclusively used this year. And I shot sub gauges most of this year. I only shot my 12 gauge a handful of times. So this is some copper plated bismuth from Boss Ammo. And of course, this is the Heavy 12 blend. Used to be the old Heavy Shot formula. So a lot of the tungsten blend in there, the Heavy Shot. And so that's what I used all this past season. I enjoyed them both. I thought they both worked well. I don't really know if one worked better than the other. They're both great products. Both companies got great people that work with them. I bought both of these. Nobody sent these to me. I bought all my ammo for this year. That way I can give it a good look. I'm going to do an in-depth review on these and see how they turn out as far as pattern testing, and go through that this summer too. But as far as hunting season, I load them both. I did early spec season. I shot my 20 gauge, the Beretta A300 Ultima, new 20 gauge, all early spec. And the only thing I shot was 20 gauge. In that 20 gauge was the Heavy 12 and the 20 gauge Boss Ammo, which I still got some left. And dude, they both work just fine. So I mixed them up through the year, picked one day and one another day. Didn't really decide which one was better than the other. Maybe shot size a little different. This is 6 shot, this box for 20 gauge. And on this 28 gauge, I can't even remember what shot it is, let's see. 3.5, so that's a 3.5 blend. I really like the blends. Even on 28, 20, and 12, I feel like the 3.5 blends work really well. Maybe it just gives you more, pattern density, a little bit better spread as far as the size and what you're going to use. But between shooting teal and shooting specs, it didn't matter. I thought 3.5 blend was pretty much the way to go. So that's it, guys. I've sweated through this. That's in my blind bag. Now, usually my hunting truck's not too far from me at all times, the Ranger or 4-wheeler. So of course I have extra stuff. I have medical gear, I have dog gear, water bowls, food bowls, extra calls, extra ammo, extra gun or two, in case somebody's goes down or ours goes down, mine goes down. So, which usually not very happen unless you keep them all clean. Usually I found brand don't really matter, just keep them clean, service them, and maintain them, they'll be good to go. So that's it. I hope y'all enjoyed that. That was just a short little video. I'm out here sweating like a daggum, you know what, in a you know what. So guys, hey, appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed this video. See you next time.